Good evening, Patriots. Dan Dubois, Canadian Combat Coalition. We're also known as C3. I just thought I'd do a short video to address some more of the aftermath of our rally. You know, it's had the ripple effect positively for the most part because we made mainstream news and you know, our videos are hitting tens and tens of thousands and there's dozens of them out there. So the reach over the media has been awesome. The rally was well recognized and mission accomplished. We are spreading awareness, and this rally was a good thing for the simple matter that it had really far reach, both on mainstream media and Facebook and social media. So, you know, it's positive. You know, sometimes I think, and I think, you know, the reason I like being in the movement is it keeps me young. Because most of the time, I swear I'm back in kindergarten. And I mean that. This is like playing in a sandbox, folks. It's like playing in kindergarten. I guess Robert is the new Ryan. He's out there making all kinds of memes. He's butthurt there because I called him out for being a fake patriot, which he is. You know, he wouldn't go to the rally because you know, there was someone there that he didn't like, so he put his feelings over his country, and then he calls himself a patriot. I mean, it's an acre field. You know, you had an acre. You could have stood real far from that person, you know, and still, and then you always said that you endorsed us and C3, and as soon as we endorse somebody that Robert doesn't like, now we're the bad guy. I can't believe it. It's a real childish mentality. I can understand why Robert feels that he had to join a group with guys half his age in it. And it's not to disrespect those guys. I mean, they're a great group. We strongly support Proud Boys. Nothing wrong with those guys. But fact of the matter is, it's a group of young guys, you know. Robert's probably the grandfather in the group. So, you know, obviously Robert is not in the movement to endorse his country, but rather to endorse his own agenda. Makes him feel good, I guess. So that's a little bit what we're going to talk about, is because I know you've noticed that some people got all upset there because Kevin Geadreau was at the rally, and some of the, and I'm calling you guys libtards, the ones of you that got upset over this, you know, and Dena, the divider. And I don't have to say her last name. Everybody knows who Dena the Divider is. And I'm going to be blocking you right after this video, by the way, Dena, because I've had enough of your crap. Dena has been attacking and spreading. She's actually been PMing people and calling me a stupid courier, uneducated. Well, the fact of the matter is I owned 3 different companies. I'm fairly successful. I'm financially independent, and I have a college degree in advertising, marketing, and design. So, Dena, as usual, you're talking through your hat. You know, these people are making comments and don't know the facts. You know, it's ridiculous. Children. And Dena's all upset because she keeps saying, I don't know, something wrong with Dena's head, you know. I don't know if she drinks or what, but she keeps saying that we shouldn't have allowed Kevin Geadreau to attend the rally. How are we supposed to not allow him? This is a free country. We spoke to the police, and I never named Kevin. I just said, what if we wanted somebody removed? And they said, well, the only way you can have somebody removed, and I've told this to Dena, but she doesn't get it. You know, I don't understand why. It's pretty simple. I said it in English, but she doesn't get it. She keeps saying we allowed. It's our fault that Kevin was allowed on Parliament Hill, like we own the place. We own the property or something. Fact is, if a person is peaceful, if a person is respectful and not causing any brouhaha during an event, they can't throw them off. It's a free country. Dena. And you know what? I thought that's what we were fighting for, freedom. But Dena's a dictator. If Dena doesn't like somebody, nobody's supposed to like somebody. And then she cries to me, oh, Joey attacked me, Joey D attacked me, and Ryan Dean attacked me. And well, the fact is, everybody attacked you because you attack everybody, Dena. Like it's tit for tat. Why am I defending to you right now? Because you've attacked me. You know, you attack me, I'm going to defend. I've warned people. You're going to attack me, I'm going to defend. It is what it is. I'm not a lay down. Never have, never will be. And that's why I help lead this group, is because I don't lay down. I'm a fighter, and I come out on top every time. And Dena, you're contradicting yourself. You're fighting for the movement, you say, but you want to quell people. Kevin's not allowed there because he thinks differently than us. If he does, he says he doesn't. He tells me, I've had some good conversations with the guy. He's telling me, yeah, I was young, I was stupid, I put a stupid tattoo on my chest. I'm saving the money now, I'm going to remove it, and then we're going to make a statement, and we're going to move on from there. You know, Kevin tells me he doesn't agree with mass immigration, and the fact is that we're allowing all people from the Middle East. Like if our immigration's supposed to be diverse, why isn't our if our country's supposed to be diverse and multicultural, why aren't we letting in diversity come across the border? No, it's all people from the Middle East. So eventually, you know, the country's going to be run like it's run in the Middle East. I mean, it only stands to make sense. The host culture gets saturated and watered down by this other culture coming in. If they come in by millions, eventually they rule. Okay? Simple as that. So nothing wrong with immigration, but let's be diverse in our immigration. And Kevin, I told him straight out, what if a black guy wants to come into Canada? He goes, well, if he wants to come to Canada to work, if he wants a job, and he wants to live like Canadians, he says, let him in. Why not? Doesn't sound too racist to me. And I guess his last girlfriend was Jewish. They were engaged and everything. I don't know of too many Nazis getting engaged to Jews. I mean, maybe it happened. Maybe he's lying. Who knows? But these are the facts. We're fighting for the freedom of our rights and the freedom of speech and the freedom of expression because we want to live in a free and democratic country. Well, if that's what you're fighting for and you're a true patriot, then you won't care what the guy standing beside you believes. As long as that person's agenda is the same as yours, that he wants this country to be a great nation and he doesn't like the present government, that guy actually becomes your ally. He might have been your enemy, but your enemy's enemy is your ally. So what you do is you ally with that guy and you get the job done. Because you know what, guys? This is not the time to divide. And Dena, that's all she does. Divide people. She critiques everybody. And if you don't agree with Dena, you're wrong. Dena, I saw a picture of you with the liberals. So you're a liberal. Don't tell me you're not. Because you're telling me that you saw a picture of Kevin like this there with his tattoo, so he's a Nazi, right? Well, you're standing there endorsing liberals, so you're a liberal. Period. You say you're not. Why should we believe you? Tell us that Kevin's lying. Well, maybe you're lying. You're sure acting like a liberal plant because you do everything to divide the groups and to divide patriots. And I saw the conversation you had with, I'm not going to name it, but he's the one made me aware that I'm a dumb courier. I'm an uneducated courier, she's saying. I know nothing. I know nothing about politics. I admit, I'm sure as hell not the sharpest pencil in the box when it comes to politics. But I'm smart enough to recognize a problem when I see it. I'm smart enough to know that this country is in jeopardy. And I'm smart enough to know that if people don't stand up soon, our children and our children's children will not be growing up in the country that we grew up in. And I like the country we grew up in. So I'm telling people, Get rid of Dena. Get her off your Facebook. You want somebody toxic that's going to be whining, crying, and complaining? I'll tell you something else, Dena. Where were you at the rally? Hey, you didn't show up. Kevin, I don't care if he's a Nazi or not, he had more heart than you. He was there. He was there to fight for his country. He was there to express his free opinions. Hey, folks, it's either a free country or it isn't, okay? So if it's a free country, we must tolerate those that we don't agree with. That means if somebody says something that you disagree with, you should be able to fight for his right to say that, whether you like it or not. That's called freedom of speech. And obviously, you're a fake patriot, Dena, because you say you fight for freedom of speech, but you're trying to quell Kevin. Why? Because it doesn't go with your agenda or your narrative. We do not endorse Nazis either. We do not endorse white supremacism either. We're a multicultural group, and when you call a multicultural group a bunch of bigots and Nazis, you sound retarded. You know? If you're a multicultural group, you cannot be racist, or you wouldn't accept all these different people. C3, go on our page, I think Roger showed me how to do it. You can see that we are around the whole world. We're in countries where it's predominantly black or predominantly Chinese, and we're all over the world, and we love these people, and they talk to us and they PM us, and we endorse these people, and they love C3 because we are multicultural, because we're not a bunch of Nazis. The only thing I didn't like about the article that they wrote is that they said that we were anti-immigration. They forgot a word. We're anti-illegal immigration. We're anti-mass immigration. Nothing wrong with immigration, but vet them. Make sure it's a diverse culture coming in, and let them in slowly. You don't let them overrun your country where you can't afford to house these people. You got no jobs for these people. You don't even have the health care to take care of these people. I mean, these are just reasonable things that our government should be looking after, but no. They're all about this global agenda and Soros and all those guys. Hey, Robert, I look pretty comfortable out there on my deck in my chair. Hey, for some reason, Robert had a problem with that. Yeah, he's out there on his deck making videos. Yeah, well, I got to make videos to address guys like you. A guy that tells me he endorses C3, but then I find out a bunch of memes that he's not endorsing C3. Why? Because Robert can't stand that we endorse people that he doesn't like. You guys are fake friggin' patriots. And it's all about your feelings, I guess. That really turns me off. That makes me sick. Because you know what? I'll stand beside a guy I don't like. No problem. I'll stand beside a guy that I don't like what he says or what he thinks. Without a problem. I'm not a coward. And you threatened to beat me up now, Robert. You said, come get it. Come get the pussy, because I called you pussy. I was more or less referring to your character than your physical thing. But I got no problem, bro. When I see you, start swinging, I guess. Because if you don't, you are a coward. Because now you said that, hey, come get it. So you're threatening to beat me up. So if you don't, at least try, you are a coward. So better put your fists where your mouth is. Next time you see me, and I'm not asking for this, but you better start swinging. And you start first, because you called me out. And your little memes there of, making me try to look like a Nazi and stuff, that's slander, my friend. So be a man, send me your address, and I'll get my lawyer to give a shout to your lawyer. I'm not fooling around. I'm not letting people slander me anymore. Okay? I know I'm doing the right thing. I'm not hurting anybody. I'm calling it the way it is. I don't sugarcoat it. The only thing I sugarcoat is cornflakes. No, I'm lying, because I also sugarcoat Rice Krispies. I sugarcoat Rice Krispies and cornflakes. But I don't sugarcoat my feelings, and I don't sugarcoat my speeches when I'm talking about what a patriot is and what a fake patriot is. And Robert, you're a fake patriot. Okay, you proved it this weekend. You could not stand for your country because of your feelings. There was somebody there you didn't like. Okay? So yeah, I got a problem with you. Your lack of patriotism offends me. And the fact that you're an immigrant yourself and you come from the United States of America really makes me wonder, are you for Canada? Are you really a Canadian patriot? Because I don't think so. I think you use the movement as a dating service. I've seen you hit on all the women. You know, I don't know if it's a lack of self-esteem, my friend, that you've got to threaten people, punch them out, or it's that you're looking for a girlfriend. I don't know. But this is a patriot movement. And we stand together. And you know what? We don't give a crap who endorses and who doesn't endorse us. Because C3 is getting big enough that we're just headed in our direction. We're going. And whoever wants to join can. Simple as that. You don't want to join, stay home. We're doing our own thing, and we're doing the right thing, and we're headed in the right direction. So we know we've already got tons of endorsement over the weekend. My PM, my phone, and my text hasn't stopped. We know we're headed in the right direction. We are amassing more members and more supporters, and soon we'll do it alone if we have to. It'll be C3 rallies, and it'll be a sea of C3 t-shirts. And whoever wants to join, you're more than welcome. And those that can't join, C3 will be proud to stand for you. We stood for you on Parliament Hill in Ottawa. All those of you that called and are apologizing because they couldn't afford it and they were physically ill or whatever, we accept that. You know, I'm angry with those that lived in Ottawa. I'm angry with those that could have afforded it and didn't. I'm not angry at all with people that couldn't. You don't need to apologize. We do what we can within our means. Simple. And we're not expecting any more. And for those of you that can't stand, we will stand for you. C3 will stand for those of you that can't with pride. Keep supporting us. Keep sharing our stuff. That's your part. If you can't be physically involved and active with C3, at least share our material. That's sufficient help. That's why I fully endorse the keyboard warriors. Hey, the pen is mightier than the sword. That's being a keyboard warrior. Those people that disrespect keyboard warriors have got issues, man. We need our keyboard warriors, whether healthy or not. I'm a keyboard warrior when I'm not active at rallies and talking to people, you know. So it's time for the movement to get rid of the fake patriots and to shed the loose skin, as I call it. Because we got a job to do, ladies and gentlemen, and it won't get done sitting on our butts and making excuses and not attending rallies because we don't endorse certain people that are there. We're not going to win that way. It's time to unite. I talked to Bruno, and I can't say your last name, Bruno. I should have asked you how to pronounce it. This guy, leader of a group, we'll leave it at that for now, fully endorsing C3, is going to join C3 at all events because he thinks like me. He says it's not about, he fully supported the last video, and he said it's not about what people believe, it's about what people do. And if they're standing for their country, who cares what they think? You know what? Fact is this. Once we get the job done, if that guy don't think like you, I don't think you're going to become friends. He can go his way, you go yours. Simple as that. You know? That's how it works in a free country. You know? We unite to get the job done. It's like I said, I go to work with people I don't like, but we get the job done at the end of the day. We're mature adults. And we work together to get the paycheck. Well, in this instance, The paycheck is getting our country back. It's time to get Canada back. You know? So I'll tell you, I went to Capitol Hill, cost me lots of money. I shouldn't be out in the sun as much as I was. I had threats that I would be attacked, that I would be possibly, one guy said he'd kill me. You know, if I went to Capitol Hill, that I was going to get it before I'd even make it to the podium. I went, okay? And, you know, I'm not trying to brag about what I did, but Robert couldn't go because he didn't like somebody that was there. Okay? You think about that. Is that a patriot? I went under threats of personal injury. Robert didn't go because he didn't like people that were there. So he put his feelings before his country. So what is he going to do, you think, if all hell breaks loose? That's the kind of guy that when the bullets start flying, will put a woman or a child in front of him. Simple as that. Okay? That's what I think. I can see fake from a mile away. And I can see division from a mile away. And Dena's a divider, and Robert's fake. Simple as that. So, we've been getting fantastic endorsements and fantastic support. We're probably going to Toronto August 11th with WCAI. And I don't care if you like them or not. I don't care if you like WCAI or not. It's not about division. It's about uniting. So we're going to go. And we're going to support this rally. And after the rally, they go that way and we go that way. It's a big sandbox. We're not going to play like children anymore. It's time for patriots to stand up, act like adults, and do what we have to do to get the job done. Okay? So with that said, I'm not angry. I've been having a great day. It's been a great week. The praise and the endorsement from the other side, the good patriots, has been overwhelming and fantastic, and we totally appreciate it. Thank you so much for all the kind words that C3 has received, and thank you so much for the support C3 has received. We are a good group of good people, and we're going to keep proving that. And the haters can throw all the mud at us that they want. It just slides off. We are true patriots on the right path, and we're going to get the job done. Thanks again, patriots.